Hello everyone and welcome back to Music is My Boyfriend, the channel where I, Anais, someone who loves music so much they would marry it, reacts to different music related videos and makes other music related content. Today I'm going to react to a BTS video, BTS MBTI Lab, and I'm really excited about this one because I am interested in the Myers-Briggs thing. I already know my type. I'm an INFP. I've known my type since high school. That's when I first was introduced to the test. They made us take the test there. So I found out I was an INFP, and I've taken the test several times since then, like every few years, and I'm still an INFP. So I'm really interested to see what types the BTS guys are. But before I actually watch the video, I wanted to make a little prediction as to what types they are because, I know enough, especially like more about my type, but like I feel like I'm pretty good at guessing sometimes, just like when I meet people and stuff like that. I'm better at like guessing my type or other similar types like ENFPs or ENFJs, or INFJs. So I just wanted to see before I watch it, I want to guess and I want to see how many I get right. So here are my predictions as to what types I think they are. So RM and JK, I think they're both INFPs just because I'm an INFP myself, and just from like watching videos from them, I just felt like I just had a feeling like I think they're INFPs. I could relate to them. And, in real life, when I've met people who I suspected were also INFPs, like I asked them, like, do you know your Myers-Briggs? And they're like, yeah, I'm INFP. And I was like, I knew it. So I'm not bad, but, I'm not always right. But that's what I think they are. The other ones were a little harder for me. Like, it's easier for me to like kind of recognize other INFPs. Jhope, I think he's an ENFP. I get along with ENFPs pretty well. Like INFPs, ENFPs get along pretty well. And I love ENFPs. So I think he's an ENFP. Jin, I think is an ESFP. V, Jimin, Suga, I think they're all introverts. So V, I think he's an INFJ. Jimin, I think he's an ISFJ. Suga, I think he's an ISFP. So we'll see if I get any right or if I get even close. I'll be pretty happy if I can get even close to some of them. So those are my guesses. We'll see. Also, if you're an INFP, I actually have a channel where I talk about this kind of stuff, mostly related to INFPs because I want to try to like help them. And I do some comedy ones too, comedy videos related to being an introvert and INFP. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. I'll post it somewhere around here in the video description. So you can check that out yourself if you're an introvert or INFP. So now let's get into the video and let's see what types they are. I'm really excited.
자, 여러분 먼저 시청자분들께 인사를 드리고 시작해볼까요?
I'm INFP.
안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다. 뭔가 달려라 방탄 외쳐야 될 것 같은 정말 그러니까 이벤트 정보. 자, 굉장히 자, 한번 외쳐보면서 시작하겠습니다. 고쳐라! 방탄! 자, 여러분들 고쳐드리는 고쳐라 방탄. 네, 아니고요. 오늘 사실은 저희가 이제 한번 특별편으로 이렇게 한번 모이게 됐는데 저희가 무엇을 하기 위해 가운을 입고 이것을 모였는지 한번 설명해 주실 수 있을까요, 슈가 씨?
네, 오늘 저희가 모인 이유는 바로 BTS MBTI.
Yay! I can't wait. I'm so excited. I want to know what types they are.
것들 이야기 나누기 위해서 시간인데요. MBTI.
Hopefully I'm right. Some of them.
이게 뭔지 알고 시작해야 되지 않겠습니까?
그렇죠. 자, 여러분들 MBTI는요.
Myers-Briggs personality.
알아보는 검사로 현재 세계에서 가장 널리 사용되고 있는 심리 검사라고 합니다. 본인의 심리적 특성을 이해할 수 있는 것뿐만 아니라 타인을 이해하는 데도 도움을 받을 수 있다고 하네요.
MBTI 검사를 예전에 한번
Yes.
해봤죠.
That's why I like the Myers-Briggs. It helps you understand yourself and other people.
공개된 적이 있을 겁니다.
It's not just like some little fun quiz.
많이 흘렀으니까 업데이트된 방탄소년단의 MBTI 팬분들도 많이 궁금하실 거라고
Updated. Woo! I don't know what their older results are, so I just want to see the current results.
시작하기 전에 여러분들 이 검사에는 옳고 그름에 이 정답이 없다는 걸 모두 알고 계셨으면 하고요. 따라서 사실 평소 이 편안하고 자연스럽게
Yes, choose what feels best for you.
나한테 좀 더 가깝다 이런 걸 표시하시면 돼요.
얘가 이거다.
정답이 없어요. 정답이.
네, 검사를 한번 시작해보겠습니다.
Let's start. Yay, okay.
시작하시죠.
문항이 지금
시작해.
문경 생일 똑같아요. 93문항이에요.
JK is so quiet.
배우고 싶을 때 나는 근데 나는 이게
I can relate.
바뀌는 것 같아. 그러니까 이게 사실 딱 그런 게 어딨어요. 어쩔 땐 계획하고 어쩔 땐 무리해서 가지. 나는 그게 바뀌어.
기분 따라 이게 생각이 바뀐다고 하더라고.
Yeah, that's true. It can change with how you feel that day, but I always get infp every time I take it. So
아 이거 내가 하던 거랑 좀 다르네. 좀 구체적이네 이거 좀. 그래?
이게 그거면 그 전문 그거래요.
아 그래?
I like that they're playing their music. All right.
아 이성보다 감정보다 이성.
괜히 이런 거 되게 신중하게 된다고.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
너네를 따질 것 같아요.
Yeah. Same, JK. Same.
이건 지금 어렵다. 나는 대체로 개념과 원리를 다루는 과목을 좋아하는 편이다. 사실과 숫자를 다루는
If I
과목을
get
좋아하는 편이다.
if I get more than 2 right, I'm gonna be really happy. I hope I get some.
너무 내가 이렇게 하면 어떻게 나올지 보이는데 내가 이거 고를 수밖에 없는데. 내가 이걸
think it's gonna change the-
알겠어. 그래?
I think it's gonna change the results because they're all together. Usually, like you take it by yourself.
제출 이런 거는 원래 탁탁탁 하는 거야. 내가 MBTI 몇 번 해보니까 이거는 막 고민하면 안 돼. 5초 내로 다 정해야 된다고.
Yeah, Suga knows. Suga knows. Oh man, now because Suga said that, I kind of want to change my answer for him.
제출 이런 거는 원래 탁탁탁 하는 거야. 내가 MBTI 몇 번 해보니까 이거는 막 고민하면 안 돼. 5초 내로 다 정해야 된다고 이거.
꽤
오케이.
고민하게 되는 선택지들이 좀 있었던 것 같습니다.
아 힘들었어요.
그리고 저희뿐만 아니라 많은 분들이 MBTI에 과몰입을 하셨는지
Yeah.
MBTI의 유형이 굉장히 많다고 합니다.
I make some memes. You should check out my memes
MBTI 유형을
for INFPs and introverts. I've made some.
처음에 이제 빵 관련된
빵이네요.
Bread.
빵이요. 일단 저는 빵을 먹지 않아요, 식빵을.
저도요.
저는 그거예요. 그 집게 밀봉 집게 있잖아요.
네.
근데 그걸로 따지면 ENFJ나 INFJ가 나와야 된다는 건데. 저는 ESFJ, ESFJ.
You're going based on memes, though?
원래 들어가 있는 집게.
I want to see your results.
전 세상에 있으면 그거 써요.
저는 그거 말고 그 이렇게 과자 같은 거 먹고 나면.
Which one am I? I can't really see because of the captions.
그거 써요.
솔직히 전 다 귀찮고 그 왜 물병 같은 거 그냥 물어놔요.
아 그래요?
의지가 안 들어.
저는 이렇게 이 INTP, INFP 이것처럼 이렇게 접어가지고 이렇게 밑에 깔아줍니다.
저도
Oh
약간
yeah, I've
이런
done that too.
네.
Yeah, just like-
영화는 조금 억지 같다. 병뚜껑
아니,
먹으면
blow up the bag and then
한국인이
yes.
만든 단어는 아닌 것 같아요.
솔직히 병뚜껑 이거 억지예요.
아니 이거는 식빵을 자주 먹는 나라에서 만든
그러니까
그런 거
이거는
아닐까?
이거 만약 김치로 했으면 가능했는데
그렇죠.
와, 식빵이라서 패스하겠습니다.
오케이.
자 다음 로봇이 인간을 지배한다는 생각에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시는지.
Is this part of your quiz? Looking at memes?
이거 너무
Are you gonna determine the results based on the memes?
저는 그때 가봐야 알지 않을까? 라는 생각을 갖고 있어요.
이게 현실적인 이유예요.
Oh, I can't read the meme because
저는
it's in Korean.
만약에 로봇이 나오면은 되게 두려움에 떨 것 같아요.
그래 나도 그쪽이야.
V would be
너무 무서울
scared.
것 같은데 여기는 무섭다고 없네.
나는 1번 같아 1번.
2번?
1번.
1번.
어떤 면에서 보든 일어나지 않을 것이다.
왜 수능하면서 살기는 없을까?
하면서
로봇의
살기는
노예로 살기?
왜냐면은 인간에 익숙해지기 위해서 6개월이 걸린대요. 6개월 동안 그럼 로봇이랑 살면 익숙해지지 않을까?
로봇이 맨날 때리면 어떡해요?
6개월 동안 맞으면 익숙해지지 않을까?
Oh my gosh. V,
아무가 되지 않을까요?
get used to it after getting hit for 6
로봇도
months.
아이디어가 살짝 없죠. 자, 이게 저는 좀 현실적인 것 같은데
뭐죠?
MBTI 인생관이에요. 그래서
Their outlook on life.
인생의
Oh, I can't read
가치가
it.
어디 있냐 요건데 저는 좀 맞는 것 같아요. 저는 재미와 즐거움을 위해 산다.
Pretty
사실 저는
accurate.
ENFP가 많이 나오는데
Okay.
저는 재미와 즐거움을 위해 산다거든요.
근데 이게
So it's
인생은
interesting,
아무 의미 없어가
like,
정말 그
on the
저
memes are
이쪽인데
choosing, like, different
인생이
things.
너무 아무 의미가 없다. 인생이 뭐 있냐 이런 느낌보다는
That are,
별 생각이 없어요.
I think, different than what their types are.
진짜
So,
여기에
we'll
좀
see.
가까운 게 진짜 별 생각이 없어요. 크게 의미를 두지 않는다가 맞는 것 같아.
그렇지, 크게 의미를 두지 않는다.
나도 약간 그런 쪽이긴 해.
저는 이제 첫 번째 말이 좀 가장 근접하지 않나 생각이 들어요.
자신을 위한 삶,
네.
자신의 행복이 가장
만약에 타인이 행복하길 바란다면
if I wish others were happy, it's actually for myself.
저를 위해서
본인 마음까지 정해야지.
Helping others to make yourself feel better.
사실 마음에서 출발하는 게 이타주의의 원래
저는
시작이에요.
약간 좀 거기에 근접하지 않나 싶어요. 지금은.
재미와 즐거움. 태형이 즐거움의 즐거움 아니야?
저 다 포함돼요.
아 그래?
He's in every category?
그러면
perfect하네요.
아무 인생 의미도 없다면서도 또 그 다음날 되면은
내가 행복했어.
좀 재밌네.
Oh, wow. So deep, V. So deep.
저는 뭐 사실 저는 주변이 행복해야지 제가 행복해.
I'm happy when others are happy.
저는 정말 저거예요.
나를 위해서 타인들이 행복했으면 좋겠다.
저는 주변에서 뭔가 되게 안 좋은
Yeah, that's
상황이면은
typical of him, I feel.
저는 주변 영향을 좀 굉장히 많이 타는 스타일이라서.
맞는 것 같아.
지금 나 요새 힘든데 10만 원만 주면.
That's why I think he's ENFP. Or maybe ENFJ. I don't know.
자, 과연 저희 수직을 맞을지. 이제 진짜 저희
Okay, let's get the real results. Yes.
확인하도록
I wanna
하겠습니다.
see. I wanna see.
하나,
Alright.
둘, 셋, 오픈.
Okay.
아 역시 나는 안
나 ISTP로 바뀌었어.
Oh, wait, let me pause it. All right, so let's see the results of the first four. All right, JK, he got INTP, and I guessed INFP. Okay, so I was off by one letter, which is not that bad. I think if you ask the general population to guess what he is, they probably wouldn't know because most people aren't that into Myers-Briggs. So I think I did pretty good. I was off by one letter. And also, you know, INTPs and INFPs, we do have a lot of similarities. So it's, you know, it's not that weird that I guessed INFP. I have, you know, INTP friends. I get along with them pretty well. One thing that made me think that maybe JK was INFP is in an interview. I think they were like, who takes forever? Or I think who's the worst at texting?
Who always forgets to respond to text? 누가 답장 제일 안 합니까?
It's JK.
It's Mr. JK, Mr. Jungkook.
Yeah.
Why don't you text us?
I don't have to.
유인무 씨.
You don't have phone? I don't have to. 답장이 뭐지?
Respond?
Respond my.
You don't have to respond to us?
Yeah.
Why? 왜 할 필요가 없어요?
귀찮아서.
So he's saying that we're so annoying that he don't want to respond us.
Bad guy.
형들 무시.
Thank you. He's the youngest of the team, so we'll see after this.
I could relate because I'm like that too. Like I'll just take forever, or sometimes I just don't respond, and I'm not good at texting. I'm trying to get better, so that's kind of like an INFP type of thing. So that's why maybe I thought that's not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons I thought maybe he might be. But hey, I was only off by one letter. Not bad. All right, so now Suga. Okay, Suga, he got ISTP, and that's the one that I was thinking of changing it to when he made that one comment earlier. I was like, oh, maybe he's ISTP. So my second guess was right, but my first guess was ISFP. So again, I was only off by one letter. Not bad. I'm pretty close. But then I wanted to change it to ISTP when he made that one comment. So I think I nailed him pretty good. Now, Jimin. Okay, he got ESTP. I really thought he was an introvert, but you know, I'm wrong, I guess. So I thought Jimin was ISFJ, so I was pretty wrong about that one. I only got the S right. So he was a little harder for me because I felt like I didn't know as much about him as I did with like the other ones. So yeah, but at least I got the S right. So RM, he got ENFP and I said INFP. Again, I was off by one, and that is not too crazy because INFPs and ENFPs, we do get along pretty well. So we do have a lot of like similarities. I kind of describe like ENFPs as like an extroverted version of like me, of like an INFP. We are both kind of like random, really passionate and stuff, but just like in INFPs, we kind of keep it more to ourselves, and we only really reveal it to like people who we trust, whereas an ENFP is more like, you know, extroverted, so they don't really have to wait to like get to know you. And I love ENFPs. I have a lot of ENFP friends. Like they're just like super friendly. So I love ENFPs. So again, I was only off by one letter. Not bad. All right. So now let's see what the other results are.
N이랑 S가 바뀌었어.
All right. Okay. So Jin, he is INTP. Okay. Just like JK. All right. I thought he was an extrovert. I really thought he was more of an extrovert. So I guess for Jin, I guess ESFP. So I was pretty wrong. I only got the P correct. So there you go. V is an INFP? Like me? Wow, okay. I'm not surprised though, because I guess INFJ. You know, I get along with INFJs too. Like there are also similarities there with INFJs and INFPs. So not really surprising that he's INFP. So I was only off by one letter. Not bad. So cool, there's an INFP in the group. Awesome. V, you're awesome. I guess I'm more like V out of the entire group because he's a Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn. He's an INFP, I'm an INFP. So I guess if I had to pick who I'm more like, I guess it would be V. Jhope, this is really surprising because I really thought Jhope was also an extrovert. And no, he's INFJ. I guess he was an ENFP, but that's what RM is. That's interesting. That's why you can't really like always tell. Because sometimes people think I'm an extrovert because I make YouTube videos. But a lot of YouTubers are introverts. So yeah, you can't just always assume. So I said for Jhope, ENFP, he's INFJ. So I only got the NF part correct. I got 2 letters in Jhope correct. According to the results, the majority of BTS is introverts. Interesting. I thought it'd be a little bit more split, like maybe 3 extroverts, 4 introverts or something like that. But it seems like the majority are introverts and only Jimin and RM are extroverts. So see, just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you can't be in like the most successful boy group in the world. You can. So if you're an introvert, yeah, you can do it. I act as well and I do hosting and I like to dance, and people think that if you're a performer, you're automatically an extrovert, and that's not true. There's a lot of introverted performers. A lot of actors are introverts, and a lot of comedians. I do stand-up comedy too, and a lot of comedians are also introverts. So it doesn't mean like because you're an extrovert, you're automatically like, or you're a performer means you're automatically an extrovert. And Michael Jackson was an introvert. The majority of BTS are introverts. So there you go. If you're an introvert, I hope this gives you like some confidence. If you want to be a performer, you can do it. It's just when it's time to perform, you kind of turn up the performer side of you. But then off stage, you're a little bit more probably like, okay, I want to take some time to be by myself. So yeah, that's kind of cool to find out that the majority of BTS are introverts. Yay! Love my fellow introverts, but also ENFJs, ENFPs are some extroverts I get along with really well. Yeah, anyway, let's keep going with the video.
근데 저는 항상
Also, his changed?
끝에 2개는 절대 안 바뀌거든요.
First and last are always the same for me.
맨날 바뀌어요. 근데 원래
Oh.
정도가 좀 덜한 거는 바뀌기도 해요.
So,
난 이거 진짜 맨날 바뀌어.
so JK's changed. Was he INFP too?
가치관에 따라 매번 변하는 거니까.
종이 보시면
I thought he was
정확한 수치가
INFP.
나옵니다. 종이를 보세요.
종이에 정확한 수치가 있다고.
원래 갈로치고 막 그것도 있는데 왔다 갔다 하는 것들.
Percentage.
S랑 N이랑 차이 별로 안 난다니까.
S and N are almost equal. Okay, so he could be INFP too. Alright.
나는 T랑 T가 하나밖에 없어요.
나 제리가 꽝인데.
My J is 0. Ah, freaking ads. Sorry. This is what happens when I have to watch the captions. The ads come out. RM, ENFP passionate? Yes. Yeah, that's one thing INFPs and ENFPs shares that they're passionate. INTP logicals, calm, adaptable, focused. ISTP. Oh, I thought he was ISTP later, so INFJ, understanding, insightful, strong values. ESTP, flexible, generous, active, realistic, spontaneous. INFP, idealist, curious, catalyst, adaptable, flexible, receptive. INTP, logical, calm. Okay, so him and Jin are INTPs.
자, 여러분들 각자 결과를 확인해봤는데요. 이제 저희가 뭐 해야 되는지 보시죠.
What should we do now, V?
요즘 MBTI 유형별로 나눠서 이야기하는 것이
Grouping people into MBTIs and having discussions. MBTI types.
다르고 재밌는 이야기들이 많이 나오더라고요.
네.
저희도 한번 해보죠.
그렇죠.
Okay.
자, 근데 여러분들 여기서 중요한 건 MBTI로 모든 사람들의 성격을 절대 구분할 수 없습니다. 저희도 보면 계속 바뀌어요.
Yeah.
제대로 봐주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
Yes, exactly. That's what I think too. It's just kind of it's not like
생각하는 답을 선택하여 화이트
the Bible. You just use it to get to know each other, know yourself a little bit better, know other people better. Doesn't mean that it's like
문제 나오네요.
set in
친한
stone.
친구와 둘이서 밥을 먹기로 했는데 친구가 말도 없이 다른 친구를 데려왔을 때
He brought a friend without telling me what do I do.
말을 해야죠. 말을 해야지.
Yeah, I would not like
한 명씩
that.
발표를 해보죠.
At least prepare me if you're gonna bring people that I don't know.
거시기는 많은 것들이 함축돼 있잖아요. 약간 좀 난감하고 불편하다. 거시기하네.
I don't like when they just bring people and you didn't tell me.
자리에 조금 있다가 집에 간다.
I'd go home soon. Yeah. Yeah.
왜냐면은 화나긴 하는데 그래도 어느 정도
Exactly. It's like
진영?
yeah.
누군데?
Just try to make an excuse to leave.
그렇지. 그렇지.
Yeah.
집까지
Because we don't want to cause conflict, you know? It's like we'll be bothered, but like we'll like go with it and then we'll leave.
속으로는 되게 불쾌하겠죠, 약간. 근데 말도 안 하고 내린 거지?
저는 딱 이렇게 얘기할 것 같아요.
뭐함?
What you doing?
진짜 머리 뭉쳐가 나요.
The question mark will be over my head.
말을 하는 게 중요해서 저는 말을 왜 안 해?
So everyone is kind of like saying the same thing. Why didn't you tell me?
말을 하고 될
Yeah.
보통 기분 안
일단 밥은 먹어요?
밥은 먹을 것 같아.
아 밥을 먹어 그래도.
중요하지. 밥 먹으려고 나온 건데.
전복이 상관없습니다.
Jungkook bro, don't mind. Even better.
근데 얘기해줬으면 더 좋았고.
오히려 연락이
Yes, tell in
완전
advance.
좋네.
알아봤는데 이 사람이 안 좋으면 뭐 이렇게 하면 되는 건데 그 순간만큼 뭐 모르니까 서로.
Let's see. Oh, I can't read all this stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, it's their answers. If you have the weekend off, I was at work indoors on weekends, so I have to go out.
회사였으니까 주말엔 집에 있어야 돼.
Stay in. Why would you go
완전
out?
이거다. 자 하나 둘 셋.
남준이는 A일 것 같아.
남자 A지.
나만 A냐?
B.
남준이 나랑 좋아하니까.
Arm is the only one who said A.
난 절대 안 나가. 아니 이게 사실은 E랑 I를 가르는 대표적인 질문이에요.
Divides E's from I's.
이게 밖에서 에너지를
Whether you
충전하냐,
recharge your
아니면
energy
집에서
from going out or
에너지를
staying home.
충전하냐.
Yeah, that's true. RM knows. RM knows.
사람들을 만나더라도 집에서 만나면 되잖아.
그러니까. 근데 집에서 만나면 맨날 똑같은 데서 만나잖아.
사람이 바뀌잖아.
근데 편하잖아. 새로운 공간에 가서 새로운 걸 먹어보고 싶은 거지 그 사람은.
약속 있으면 나가고 뭐.
저는
남준이 진짜 어디 가는 거 보면 신기해. 진짜 잘 어디 갔다
He goes out so much.
너무 충격인데?
그래서 난너 돌아다니는
Yeah, RM, I guess you're the most extroverted one.
그러니까
I really thought he was INFP. It's so weird.
부산 갔다가 뭐 어디 갔다가 뭐 다 가더라고. 너 인스타그램 보면.
But that's the thing. You don't know. You can't know somebody just from watching them on the screen. Obviously, I don't see how they are in real life. So can I just say this? Okay, that's the other thing. I don't know if you guys heard my point, but like, you know, I made these guesses based just on like what little I've seen from their interviews and stuff. So I think considering that, I think I did pretty well with my guesses because, you know, also like I don't see what they're like off screen, you know, in their normal everyday life. So, you know, that's why like I thought RM was more of an introvert, but I guess not. But yeah, I think I did pretty good considering I haven't seen like every interview they've done. But it's pretty funny how RM is the only one who would want to go out. But yeah, that he made a good point. Like that is like the main thing that differentiates an extrovert and introvert is like where you get your energy from, being alone or being from other people. I know for me, like I get drained being with other people for a long time. So especially it's like a large group, I can't be around that many people for a long time. I'll be like, oh my God, I need to be by myself. So it's not whether or not you're loud or if you're a performer. That's not what makes you an introvert or extrovert.
하나, 둘, 셋.
난 이거 오히려 말
I can go without talking actually because I'm talking with my phone like this. Talking with you too.
유튜버가 나와야 돼요.
그치 사람하고 대화 많이 하는데. 아니 근데 이게
아니 이게 대화를 해야 되냐 안 해야
Talking with
되냐.
other
아니, 이게
people.
메시지 포함이에요?
I didn't get the question.
모여서 뭔가
아,
이야기를
shoot.
해야 된다. 맞아. 아니면 그냥 뭐 그러지는 A인 것 같은데.
잠시만 여기 B 계십니다. B 한 분
One
계세요
B.
지금.
So Jimin is only B?
사연 좀 해주시죠.
What does that mean though? I didn't hear the question. I didn't see the question.
하는 게 좋아서 그런 것 같아요.
근데
Something
이게
he
지낼 수
enjoys.
있다. 진짜 하루 종일 대화 안 하면 미쳐버리네.
하루 정도는 괜찮은데
Oh,
웬만하면
not talking to people.
경리 우리 다 해봤잖아.
I
경리할 때도 막.
I can go without talking to people for a long
맞아
time.
맞아.
나 친한 형은 경리하면 전화 맨날 와.
Once I had to not talk to people for a whole week because I had my throat, it was really bad. So the doctor told me I couldn't talk for a whole week and I was fine. I was fine during quarantine because I'm an introvert. I'm good.
죽겠는데 무슨 전화야.
나 전화
Yeah, phone calls are exhausting. I don't like phone calls.
경리한 전화 안 했어. 혜영이 영상 통화 엄청 자주.
난 영상 통화를 좋아해. 나는 문자, 전화 이런
Text and calls. Yeah, video calls, I prefer them too because I want to be able to like see, like get everything, the reaction, body language. Yes.
약간 목소리. 난 문자도 싫고 전화도 싫고.
나는 문자가 좋아. 너 핸드폰 왜 들고 가냐 너.
그냥 해제 핸드폰.
저 중국이 전화 안 받아야 쫓아가는데.
He doesn't answer my calls.
다음.
Yeah.
이렇게 다릅니다. 네.
I'm not
자,
ready to talk.
다음 유형은 자, 멍 때린다는 것은 깊은 생각이
Space out means lost in a loop, not have any thoughts at all.
거는 저말 그대로.
Oh man. Sorry, my screen recorder stopped recording, so.
자, 멍 때린다는 것은 깊은 생각이 잠기는 것.
Space out means lost in thought or not have thoughts at all.
말 그대로 해석해야 되는
For
거
me,
아니야?
it's
아무 생각을 하지 않는 것이죠.
lost in
아니,
thought. A.
사람들이 봤을 때 이러고 있는 거잖아. 그래서 그게 아무 생각 없는 이
Yes.
상태지. 아니 생각.
누가의 지금
For me, it's lost in thought. It's A.
난 항상 집에
Okay, so
가면은
Jungkook picked A and V picked A.
아니 근데 이게
사람들은 아무 생각을 하지 않는 것이라고 생각하는데
Same.
작은 생각은 해요.
자
아니
여기서
나는 생각
I'm always
때문에
thinking about
너무 때리거든.
something.
자, 나도 그래.
여러분 자 1번이 N이에요.
그래 나 N인갑다.
근데 나 S인데?
근데 난 N인데? 나 N인가 봐.
계량기를 사용하는 것 자체가 스트레스 감소.
A, measuring things is stressful and
A지.
oh, they're so fast. I didn't get to read it.
아니 나도 왔다 갔다 해.
요리를 안 하면
저는 최근 막 요리해보고 하니까 확실히 정량대로 계량대로 다리마스하니까 이게 보니까 B가 S예요. B가 S고 A가 N이야. 근데 저는 B거든요. 제가 왜 B인 줄 아세요?
요리 못해서요.
그렇죠.
You can't cook
제가
this.
A대로 하면 요리가 그냥 가버려요. 안도르메나로.
아니 저 감으로 한 다음에 짜면은 물을 터놓거나 설탕을 넣거나.
라면 끓일 때도 물 그거 맞추세요?
저요. 난 맞춰. 저 맞춰요. 정수기로 맞춰요. 저는 450
진짜요?
딱 맞춰요. 저도 450 딱 맞춰요. 저는 그 뒤에 표지대로 550. 아니 550은 한강으로 안돼 450이 너 한강라면 먹네? 나 몰라 짜게 먹는 거 일단 싫어해가지고 그냥 뒤에 550이라 적혀있지 않냐?
난 그런 거 몰라. 그냥
그렇지.
Oh, my shit.
자 다음 질문입니다. 암기를 해야 할 때 나의 암기법은 무작정
How do I memorize things? Cramming or completely understanding it?
완전히 이해하기. 자 발표. 자왜 A
I think I cram it until I understand it.
진짜 원래는 암기해야 되는 걸 완전히 이해해야지 제가 이해하고
Both?
암기가 되거든요. 근데 그러기에는 너무 시간이 오래 걸리고 맨날 거의 막판에 몰아서 하고 하다 보니까
그치.
무작정 외우게 돼요. 그냥.
무작정 외우는 게 짱이에요 사실.
일단 외워야지. 시간이 부족해.
저도 일단은 뭔가 좀 이해를 해야지 암기가 돼요. 자, 나 무작정 외우면 암기가 안 돼요. 봐봐. 봐봐. 춤을 이해하잖아.
아 그런 거구나.
춤을 이해하니까 저렇게 할 수 있는 거예요.
춤 잘 추는 애들 다 B야.
와.
The good dancers are all B.
멀리
내가 그래서 A야? 아니, 봐봐. 춤은 셋이.
빨리 이해를 하는 거야 얘네들은.
아니 일단 춤을 추면은 일단 그 동작을 외워야 되거든.
근데 저는 애초에 우리는 동작을 평생 이해를 못 하잖아요.
그치.
그냥 갖다 때려 박는 거지.
일단 외우는 거지.
아, 웃기네요. 네.
S였네.
나 S가?
내가 S라고?
나 지금 계속 S 나 바뀌었나 봐 MBTI.
자, SN. 사실 요거는 이랬다 저랬다 해서 좀 갈릴 수가 있고 T랑 F는 좀 확실하게 갈릴 수가 있어요.
아 그래요?
네. T랑 F는 이제
Between
T가
T and F,
이성적인
T is a
사람.
thinking type and F is a feeling.
감성적인 사람. 그래서 아마 여기서 제가 알기로도 그 T랑 F가 제일 많이 갈리거든요. 자, 다음
Wow, RM knows quite a bit about MBTI. I'm impressed.
생각을 해야지. 괜찮냐? 나 아무런 도움이 안 돼요.
난 저 사람이랑 친구 못해요.
I couldn't be friends with that.
방울이었어 지금 다.
언제까지 우리 싸우게 할 거야? 언제까지 우리 싸우게 할 거야?
Aw, this is so cute. Is there gonna be an episode 2 or did I imagine that? Was that like a joke? Because I kind of want to see episode 2 if there is one. But yeah, that was really interesting. Let's just go over the actual results and my guesses one more time. Let's review. So JK, I thought he was an INFP. He's actually INTP. Not too bad. One letter off. Suga, I thought he was ISFP, but then he said something in the video that made me switch, and then I thought maybe he's ISTP, and he turned out to be an ISTP. So that one I think was my most correct one. And I know I switched it as I was watching the video, but I couldn't switch it. But that's what I thought before they showed the results. So Jimin, I thought he was ISFJ. It's actually ESTP. That's probably the one I got the most wrong. RM, I thought he was INFP. It's actually ENFP. Just one letter off. And also INFPs, ENFPs, we get along pretty well. Jin, I thought he was ESFP. I really thought he was an extrovert, but no, he's an introvert. INTP, just like Jungkook. But also Jungkook said that he switches. He sometimes will get, I guess, INFP and sometimes INTP. So I'm not wrong. Okay, really. I guess he's pretty balanced with the thinking and feeling, which is actually a good thing to be. It's good to be balanced. If this was one where he would have gotten INFP, then I would have been right. So I don't think I was too far off with JK. I like kind of guessing, and it's kind of cool when I'm kind of right, especially when I don't really know them. V, I'm surprised he's also INFP. like me, I thought he was INFJ. So again, I wasn't too far off. So I'm pretty proud of myself. Jhope, I thought he was an extrovert too. And I thought he was an ENFP, but he's actually INFJ. I got the NF part right. So yeah, I don't know them personally. I was only going based off what I've seen in interviews. So I think I did pretty decent, considering, I don't really know them in person. This was really fun. I just did this for fun. And again, RM said this and I totally agree that the Myers-Briggs is just kind of like, it's helpful for me to kind of, and I recommend it to people to kind of find out their types because it helps me understand myself and then also helps me understand other people. And I feel like anything that helps you understand other people is, really helpful because, if you maybe disagree, you can kind of understand why, maybe where they're coming from and stuff like that. And I think it'll help us all get along better if we can understand each other better. So that's why I recommend people like find out their type and, find out if you're in a relationship, find out the other person's type. That way you can kind of understand each other better. Cause obviously we're not all alike and we would get along if we all just understood each other a little bit better. So sorry that sounds repetitive, but yeah, it was cool to see kind of like the responses and stuff. And I really relate to like hating the phone calls and texting. I really don't like, I have to be prepared for a phone call. You have to warn me. Like if it comes in and I don't want to talk, which is most of the time, I'm not going to answer the phone. Like I'll get back to you when I can. Yeah. I just prefer to talk to people in person, but also like I can go a long time without talking to people. So this was really fun. And let me know what you guys think in the comments about the results, what type you are. If you want to follow my social media, you can here. If you like my shirt, I think it's a pretty nice shirt. I got it from lulus.com. It's my top place where I buy my clothes. So if you want to get this shirt and check out their other clothes, I'll leave a link in the description below and you can get a little discount on your first purchase. I love their clothes because, it's quality clothing. Like you can just feel it when you get their clothes. Like it's just quality. Yeah, it's not like super cheap like other stores, but like it's worth it. Like, so that's why I don't mind paying what I do for Lulu's clothes because everything is just like high quality and I really like it. So they're not paying me to say this, but I really do love Lulu's. So you can check them out in the video description if you want this shirt or any of their other awesome clothes. I look forward to reading your comments. Thank you so much for watching. And it's cool to see that most of BTS are introverts and there's, one that's like me. It's kind of nice having someone to relate to like V and JK sometimes. I guess sometimes he's INFP. So, all right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.